Good morning students, myself Lavanya, faculty of IntelLearn. Today we are going to discuss the topic chemical bonding. Okay, so in this session we are going to cover what is chemical bond and Cosell-Lewis theory on chemical bond and various types of bonds. Okay, so what is chemical bond? First, can anyone give me an idea what is meant by chemical bond? Generally bonding means in our regular life also among humans there are so many kind of bondings, right? Like mother and father, father and son. Okay, in the same way atoms between or molecules between some kind of bonding is there. So how to define this bond? So without any bond we can't stay together, right? Any relationship there must be some bonding, that's why we can be existing, right? So here what is meant by chemical bond? Definitely some force of attraction is there. It is a kind of attraction, right? So the force of attraction between the atoms or molecules or any matter you can take, that is called chemical bonding. So that is the actual definition. So there are many theories on the chemical bonding. There are many scientists worked on to define chemical bonding, to understand the molecule structure. So what is mean by molecule? I have been using different vocabulary here. Okay, so first in the basics already you have an idea. What is matter? Anything in the universe is consist of matter, right? Considered as matter. Suppose this pen or board, me, whatever under observation, whatever under our observation, that is considered as the matter. Okay, and apart from matter everything is considered as a universe. Okay, and every matter is made up of small tiny particles which are called atoms. Okay, atoms means what is meant by atoms, ma? That is a Greek word which was derived from atomio. This one we have already discussed in the atomio. Atomio means which is further indivisible. So that is the smallest tiniest particle, that is called atom, and every matter is made up of atoms. Okay, and these atoms, first we are discussing about matter, and every matter is made up of, I said, atoms. Okay, and these atoms are combining to form molecule. So atom combinedly they will form molecule. Hope you understand what is the word means. Atom means atomio, that was derived from atomio, that means which is further indivisible. But that is all completely regarding the structure of atom. Okay, that is the first chapter. After that only we came to discuss chemical bonding. So when we are discussing about the atoms and molecules, they are existing together. That means there must be some force of attraction. So to explain the concept, first theory was derived by Lewis and Cosell, okay, in the 1916. Actually by that time scientists are still working on to finding the proper structure of atom. Okay, in that time these two worked together and they have framed, they have gave some conclusions on atom structure. How they have done? In atom they compared that structure with a walnut. Okay, how in the walnut the structure is in the same way. Suppose around the atom there are already you have an idea about the structure of atom, right? There are electrons are revolving like this. So they have given a structure, that they have compared the atomic structure with a walnut, and they said whatever the inner electrons and the nucleus together known as kernel, and whatever the outermost shell is there, that is called valency shell. Okay, so they have divided the atom into two parts, kernel and the valency shell. Kernel means nucleus along with the inner electrons, and whatever the last shell is there, the outermost shell, that is called valency electrons, and whatever electrons are present in the outermost shell, those are called valency electrons. Okay, ma'am. So this is the structure first they suggested. They have divided the atom into two parts, kernel and valency shell. Kernel means nucleus plus the inner electrons, and valency shell means the outermost shell, the last shell, and the electron present in the valency shell are the reason for the chemical bonding. Okay, So what is the statements they have given ma first? This is the nucleus, okay, and around the nucleus there are, again I am giving you here just clear idea, there are so many shells are there, right, and each shell different electrons are there. Like this. So what he has done ma, this nucleus along with the inner electrons all are termed as kernel, okay, and whatever this valency shell is there, last row, this is called valency shell, outermost shell, okay, and these are called valency electrons. The electrons present in the outermost shell are called valency electrons, and these are the responsible for the chemical bonding according to Louis Cossel, okay, and based on that, first what they have done, they tried to understand the periodic table. In the periodic table, especially the last row, these noble gases are there, na, the last row, these are called noble gases. What are these ma? The last row, group 18 are called noble gases, or they are also termed as inert gases. They are also termed as inert gases. So they have studied on the inert gases first. Why? Because when you observe the entire periodic table, these can exist in the monoatomic gases. What is mean by monoatomic gases ma? So first what they have studied, Lewis and Cossel, they have studied the noble gases. What are noble gases? What are noble gases? Helium, neon, argon, xenon, krypton, xenon, radon. Okay, these are called noble gases. They are also called inert gases. What is mean by inert gases ma? What is mean by inert? Inert means unreactive. Inert means unreactive. As I told earlier, in our regular human lives also, we can't stay alone, right? We need some kind of bondings. But yeah, some people are there who can stay alone happily. Who are they? Saints, right? The noble category. So those saints, they don't have any relationships, nothing. They can sit alone and they can do some devotional kind of paths, and they are very happy. So these fellows belongs to that category. Okay, so they don't need any bonding, they can stay happy as they are. That's why they are called inert gases. What is the reason? What is the reason behind it? Something must be there, right? How they could stay alone? How they are happy without any bonding? So Louis Cossel worked on this thing, and they have derived one rule that is called octet rule. That is called octet rule. Okay, what is mean by this octet rule? What is mean by octet rule? So let us check these configurations once. I will write the configurations first. I am writing for helium. Helium configuration is 1s2. Okay, and neon configuration is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. If I am taking argon, what is the number ma? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. Okay, let me write the atomic numbers here. Helium is 2, neon is 10, argon is 18. Okay, in the same way you will get you can write the configuration. How to write configuration? You can check my structure of atom videos, in that you could find. So here one common point is, if you have noticed the configuration here, the outermost shell means the last shell from the nucleus. Okay, there are 8 electrons. Look here also 8 electrons, here also 8 electrons, except helium. Helium is having exception, it is stable with 2 electrons. This is called duplet configuration. This is called duplet configuration. So only one and only inert gas which is stable with 2 electrons is helium. That is duplet configuration. 2 electrons, it is stable. Okay. So because it is having only one row with it, one shell, okay, and the remaining all noble gases, if you have seen, there are 8 electrons in the outermost shell, which is full filled configuration. That's why they are stable, because they don't have any space to accommodate new electron, and already they are having sufficient with them, so they don't want to give one electron to anyone. Clear? So how the bond will form? Either they have to give, or they have to take, or they have to share, right? So 3 ways form can be formed: giving and taking, or sharing. Again sharing also, equal sharing, unequal sharing. Okay, so these ways bonding can be formed. So based on this observation, Louis Cossel derived octet rule, that what is that ma? If atoms or elements, whatever, atoms or ions you can take, have 8 electrons in their valency shell. What is mean by valency shell ma? Outermost shell. Valency shell, they are valency shell, they are stable. They are stable. Okay. So according to Louis Cossel, 8 electrons if their atom is stable, and that configuration can be given as NS2 NP6. Okay. What is this ma? This is called octet configuration. This is called octet configuration. So 8 electrons in the valency shell, that means atom is stable. Okay, so these noble gases are having octet configuration, that's why they are stable. What about these poor fellows? What about other elements? Those who doesn't have those 8 electrons? What they are going to do? That's the reason they are forming, they are participating in the chemical bonds, because all the other atoms, whatever in the periodic table, all these atoms, they are trying to get stability. So that's the reason they are trying to get these noble gases configuration. What is the noble gases configuration ma? NS2 NP6. So to get this configuration, that means 8 electrons in the outermost shell, they are trying to give electrons or taking electrons, sharing, whatever, all the stuff is happening. That's why, that is the main reason behind the formation of chemical bonding. Okay, clear? I hope it's clear to you. If you want, make a note of the octet rule, very important, students. Okay, so what is a chemical bond? Now we can define that, that is a force of attraction, because something is together means that is attraction. If they are repelling, they can't be together, right? So it is a force of attraction between atoms, ions or molecules that enables the formation of chemical compound. Okay, so now let us discuss types of chemical bonds. There are chemical bonding definition, now you understood. There are different types of chemical bonds. In among those, we are going to discuss today. So here, first one is ionic bond. Okay, and second one is covalent bond, and third one is metallic bond. Okay, there are few more are there, but today in this session we will discuss on this. Okay, these are the strong chemical, these considered strong chemical bonding things. Okay, and other more are there, dative bonds is there, coordinate bonds are there, van der Waals bonds are there, hydrogen bonding is there. There are so many, but in this session we will discuss about these three only. Okay ma? So as you could see the image, I think you could get some information from the image. What's happening? What's happening here? Let us go to the ionic bond first. So type of chemical bond, first one is ionic. So what you could see here, this is one kind of atom. I think you could see something it is presenting. What is that? This is the electron. The white color smiley balls, whatever I kept, that is the electron. So here what's happening? One is giving one electron to the other, right? It seems other one is too happy as it is getting electron from it. So let's understand by the comic. I think you can define now. So look here, in this thing I have taken sodium, the blue one is sodium and the green girl kind of structure is chlorine. So what's happening here, the girl is so sad. Why? Because I only have 17 electrons, I would feel much better if I had one more. If any girl asks like that, a boy can do anything, right? So the girl is so sad because she is not happy with the 17 electrons. She will be happy if she get one more electron. So what this boy will do? Sodium. Definitely he will pick, even he doesn't have, he will pick from someone and he will give it for her. So the same thing. Yeah, I have an extra one, here you can take it. Wow. So it has taken. So the bond was formed between those two fellows. The same thing is happening. And this fellow is too happy as he is too positive. Why he got too positive? Because he lose electron. Electron is the negative charged particle, right? So whoever having one extra electron, that is giving the electron to the whoever in need, that is ionic bond. Okay. So here let us understand, sodium is giving, right? What is the sodium atomic number? 11. Let us write configuration: 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s1. And other side chlorine is there. What is the chlorine configuration? 17 is the atomic number. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. So if you have noticed these two configuration, look here, 2s2, 2p6, ns2, np6. What is that? Octet configuration. So if this sodium is losing this one electron, it will get stability by getting the octet configuration. So that's why sodium is always showing tendency to lose electron, right? So what this sodium will do? This sodium will lose the electron and it is converting to Na plus. Okay, we can remove the electron from the gaseous form, that's why. And whatever energy is required, that is called ionization energy, we can discuss about in the next sessions. Okay, so sodium is losing the electron, it is converting into Na plus form. And what about this chlorine? Look here, here you could see 3s2, 3p5 in the outermost shell. So if it get one electron, it will get stability, right? So always chlorine tendency is to attract, to take one electron. It needs someone to donate. So chlorine, what it will do? It will take that electron, as electron is the negative charged particle. Okay, electron is the negative charged particle. What happened, ma? It will take electron and it will get negative charge, I mean anion formed. Okay, and some amount of heat is released, that is called electron affinity. This thing we can discuss in the further classes. So what's happening now? I have the cation, I have the anion. Always there is a force of attraction between plus and minus, right? Opposite charges always attracts, like boys and girls. Na plus Cl minus, they will attract together to form the NaCl molecule. Hope it's clear to you what is meant by ionic bond. So how can we define ionic bond now? The bond between two oppositely charged particles is known as ionic bond. So this bond between sodium and chlorine is called ionic bond. Okay. In the same way, just let me quickly show you about the other things. Okay. So other type of chemical bond is covalent. So what you could see here? What you could see here? Sharing. It is giving one, it is giving one. Give and take. Best friends? You can't say best friend. Best friends won't contribute equally. One will contribute, right? Okay. This is a mutual understanding. If you want to bond, if you want to make bond with me, you come with one electron, I will come with one electron. Simply. Okay. So what is covalent bond, ma? The bond formed between two atoms by equal sharing of electrons. Okay. And so this is the covalent bond. Each one will come with one electron and they will make the bond. And about the metallic bond, it is simple. The delocalization of negative charge around the nucleus. Okay. So this way, these are only few. There are so many types of chemical bonds. Okay. If you want to learn more, just stay tuned with the Intel Learn. Thank you.